to say that she and Alicia and Jackie are thrilled to be here and very grateful for your visit. And I know Aidan would definitely be aware of all of you here. So we're going to have some lovely music. Zoe's going to sing first, and we're going to have John playing and Glenn playing. Glenn, what do you do, sing or play?
I'll
both?
Play both. So, yeah.
Oh, lovely. So that's what we're going to have, and then Debbie's going to say something, and I'll read from this divine book. And we'll have a video in between. So it's going to be, I think, quite interesting, but you might need to get comfortable. You might get sore legs or something. But at the end, if you could, just feel inspired, and there are 2 photographs in the dining room, just write a little message. Alicia's taking the one of the 2 of them, that beautiful one of the 2 of them, and that lovely one of Aidan Allison's taking. So she'd love to have all the messages from all of us. Just to remember that we're all here and celebrating Aidan and his life, and that we all love him dearly. Okay, so let's, Zoe, are you happy to start?
I'm ready, yeah.
Great.
This is for A. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. Went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. Now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I realize how I need you. I wonder if I could come home. I remember the time we drove all night just to meet me in the morning. I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you'd just woke up, and you said, this is the first day of my life. But I didn't die before I met you. Now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for a paycheck, waiting to win the lottery. Maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me.
Okay, so I would just like to share a few thoughts about Aidan, who is such an extraordinary young man and who clearly has touched the lives of all of us here today. Like many of you, I've known Aidan, fondly known as A, since his birth on the 25th of June, 1986. This little blonde baby boy with the biggest blue eyes I've ever seen arrived in Alison and Neil's life with a lot of celebration and joy. And our lives were not the same after that. I have incredibly vivid memories of Aidan in a paddling pool in Pringle Bay with my father, and playing hide and seek under Kikoi with Vaughan, and just this happy, smiling, shiny toddler with these amazing eyes that lit up a room. And he grew into an assured and beautiful boy, still with the same infectious laugh, pretty wicked sense of humor, hey Rita? and a very brave, big heart. It's no mystery where his infectious laugh and wicked sense of humor came from. He adored his mom. And I remember him sitting on a potty watching the early morning cartoons while Ali got his lunch ready for school and played preschool. I mean, he was only very little. And she got ready for her day. He loved babies, he loved food, he loved music, he loved stories, he loved cooking, he loved laughing, he just loved life. One of my most clear memories is Aidan, who was 4 at the time, arrived with Ali and Neil, the first visitors to meet Zoe, who was less than 24 hours old. And he just, it was a transformation. He fell in love in front of our eyes, and he went to Ali incredibly earnestly, and he said to her, Mom, can't we take her home with us, and then Glenn and Debbie can get another one? And unfortunately, I wasn't going to be parted at that point from Zoe. And then Layla was born, and he was ecstatic. He felt that they had a family now. And he became a support to Ali way beyond his years, and a fantastic, patient big brother to Layla. Throughout Layla's amazing and short life, Aidan was his precious little sister's protector and best friend. During her illness, he was brave and courageous and kind. I don't think I can imagine another child handling what Aidan handled, and what Layla handled, and what Ali handled. And Ali has always said that Aidan sustained her in the dark and terribly sad days after Layla passed away. And then Ali and Aidan moved to Brisbane for the next part of their journey, and we missed them terribly. There was a huge gap in my life, but we had Ali's incredibly proud emails about Aidan just flying to kind of sustain us. You know, him at school, him meeting Alicia, him getting into chef school. I mean, just pride in her boy, who was so amazing, really amazing person. And then the last few years have again confirmed that Aidan truly must be the most extraordinary young man that I know. He faced everything that life threw at him with courage and dignity and his inimitable humor. I mean, I don't know people that crack jokes, you know, like Aidan sending a message to Ali not long before he passed away, saying, Mom, please bring me pen and paper. These people can't understand what I'm saying. And he was very irritated with them. We all loved and respected and admired him in the way that he handled these last few years. His love for his mother and wife. Where's Alicia? She's here.
Right here.
His love for his mother and his wife surrounded him, and he told me in an email, a very beautiful email that he sent me last year, that they were his angels on earth, and he asked that we looked after them after he'd gone. And I take that very seriously, and I'm sure all of you agree that they are very special people and that they need our continued love and support to carry on. And I know that he's found Layla and his other angels on the other side of that horizon. I also want to mention his granny Rita, who's with us today, his grandpa Fani, who unfortunately he's with us in spirit and he's at home, and his dad Neil in England. I know that you are all immensely proud of this young man who bears your name with pride and joy, and that you miss him dearly. But I know how happy he was when you got there to see him last year. And just talking to you earlier, Rita, the fact that you got there and spent that precious time with your beautiful grandson that you had been so part of in all those early years is incredible. It was meant to be. And during the last few weeks, we've had the pleasure, 2 weeks, of getting to know Aidan's beautiful young wife. I'm afraid that I find it quite hard to express my feelings about Alicia without sounding like a really cheesy Hallmark card. I mean, Alicia, your dignity and your kindness, your passion and your energy, your passion and your energy it's astounding. It is astounding. And I'd like to thank you and Jackie for coming here with Ali to be with us today, because for all of us that weren't there last year, it is incredibly kind of you to help us also come to some sort of closure and to share this special day with us. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure it's been incredibly hard as well. I mean, I don't think anyone can imagine what it's like coming in a meeting, all these loud, direct South African.
Don't worry.
And Ellie, words fail me now. I'm going to do it. Ellie, you are the most incredible woman that I know. I don't know how proud A is. He's watching you. He can't believe what you did for him his entire life, what you continue to do for him, what you do for his beautiful wife, and for all of us. I mean, you are truly an extraordinary human being, an amazing mother. Your love is astonishing. Your integrity, your kindness, your bravery. I just don't know anybody in the world like you. And I feel truly honoured to call you a friend.
Yeah.
And the way that you keep his memory alive, that blog, I mean, it cracks me every single time. But I think it is astonishing that you still, week after week or fortnight after fortnight, write something and just keep Aidan a reality for all of us. I think we all agree that we're privileged to have known Aidan Cale Needham. We've been inspired and enriched watching him live his life, love his mother and his wife, his grandparents, his dad, all of his friends. And I wish him to rest in peace. And I'd like you all to raise your glasses and to drink to Aidan Cale Needham. Rest in peace.
Adam, rest in peace.
Yeah,